Welcome back, Bison Nation. My name is Charlotte Davignon, and tonight I will be taking you through campus, local, and national news. Stick around. On Friday, December 6th, Campus Attractions is hosting a paint and sip night. There, you can learn about the safety of drinking during the holidays while doing fun arts and crafts and sipping on mocktails. This event is taking place in the basement of the Union. As the snow has started falling, NDSU's Wellness Center is having skating at the lights. Skate rental is $5, and you can park in the parking garage nearby for free, or pay to get transported there from NDSU for an additional $5. This is taking place on Sunday, December 8th from 1 to 3 p.m. November 29th at 7:05 p.m., the Fargo Force has a game against the Omaha Lancers. December 6th and 7th, they have 2 more home games against the Lincoln Stars. Tickets are around $12 per person and $10 for student tickets. If you are staying in town during Thanksgiving break, stop by the Small Business Market in downtown Fargo on November 30th. Anyone's participation can impact the small businesses in the community. This event goes from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., so make sure to stop by and check it out. As this week is Thanksgiving, make sure you stay safe and healthy. Here are a few tips to have a great Thanksgiving break. Make sure you never leave a pan unattended and keep flammable items away from the stove. Make sure you keep food at the right temperature and wash your hands before and after preparing any food. If you are traveling via car, make sure you pack an emergency kit just in case and check the weather before heading out. Black Friday used to be a day of pushing and shoving for the best deals, but now it's all online. You don't even need to go in stores to get what you want anymore. You can do it from the comfort of your own couch. No matter what way you decide to go shopping, make sure you stay safe. Always have a buddy if you are going in person, and never be alone. Make sure you are shopping from the brand's websites and watch out for any scams coming through email or text. That's all I got for you tonight. Stick around for sports with Shania and weather with Henry.
No kid deserves to go hungry, but try as they might, not every family can afford to put food on the table every day. That's why the Great Plains Food Bank and their partner agencies work every day to bring food to our hungry neighbors. Every dollar donated can provide 4 meals for those in need. Go to greatplainsfoodbank.org and donate today, so no kid in North Dakota ever has to go hungry.
My name is Becky Parker, and I'm a news anchor at WDAY-TV. I graduated from NDSU in 2010 with a degree in journalism, broadcasting, and mass communication technologies, and then I had an emphasis on broadcasting. Principles of broadcast production and advanced broadcast production. Those were favorites because they were the most relevant for career experience. You're calling people for interviews, you're writing an article. It doesn't just feel like an assignment, it's like actually doing it. I was the news director for the first full semester of the Bison Information Network. The BIN advisor here was very much invested in me to actually have a career in broadcasting. He helped me get my internship and my first job. The people in NDSU's Department of Communication are really interested and helpful in getting students the connections that they need in order to get a job beyond school.
The NDSU Bookstore, where every true fan and alum goes to get their pride on. Gear up with a variety of high-quality t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and more. Made by top-of-the-line brands like Under Armour, Nike, and CI Sport to help you show off your Bison pride. The NDSU Bookstore has everything you need in your 2 favorite colors, green and gold.
Good evening, my name is Shania LaRue, bringing you the latest in Bison sports. Starting off with football, the Bison clinched their 11th Missouri Valley Conference title in a 59-21 win against Missouri State this past Saturday in the annual Harvest Bowl at home. Ranked number 1, NDSU started off hot with a 21-0 lead in the first quarter and were able to keep that momentum, closing off the first half with a 35-14 lead. Running back Sharmar Brown helped set the tone for the second half with a 48-yard touchdown, bumping the Bison score to 42-14. It was the Bison's game from the jump as they dominated offensively with 364 rushing yards and defensively with a total of 6 sacks against Missouri's quarterbacks. Cam Miller contributed 4 touchdowns, and his very first interception of the season, Barika Penu, rushed for 169 yards and put up 2 touchdowns for NDSU as well. The Bison's next match against South Dakota is set to take place this Saturday, November 23rd. While football is nearing the end of their regular season play, women's volleyball completely closed theirs out on a high note with a near 3-1 blowout Tuesday night against UND. NDSU won 3 out of 4 frames, with the Fighting Hawks only taking the second frame, and with 17 kills from outside hitter Allie Hinsey, 11 kills and 8 blocks from Ariana Blom, and an additional 9 kills from Alexis Bowling, it was only a matter of time before the number 8 seed UND succumbed to number 4 seed NDSU as the Bison secured their spot in the Summit League Championship playoffs. The ladies are set to take on number 5 Denver down in Kansas City for round 1 of the playoff tournament. Moving on to college hoops, women's basketball is coming off of back-to-back wins with their most recent last Friday against Jamestown. Abby Draper put up the first 2 points for the Bison, and by halftime, NDSU led by 18 with a score of 44-29. By the second half, the Lady Bison soared past the Jimmies with a 38-point lead by the final buzzer for a final score of 88-50, with NDSU shooting a little bit above 50% from the field. At the end of the night, Abby Kraswinski led the team scoring with 15 points, 4 rebounds, followed by Merrilee Simon with 13 points and 7 rebounds. Women's basketball is set to appear in the Great Alaska Shootout Tournament. They will go up against the Vermont Catamounts for their round 1 matchups held in Anchorage, Alaska. And to close off our Bison Sports Report is men's basketball. After an 88-80 overtime win in Santa Clara, California last week, the Bison were defeated by Southern Illinois in a 69-44 loss on the road. This game really came down to NDSU just giving up a lot of easy points and layups in the paint, and as a team heavily dependent on 3-point shooting, which typically leads the Bison to prevailing, they only shot 18.5% from the 3 against the Illinois Salukis, who were looking to bounce back from a recent loss before playing against NDSU. Jakari White led NDSU with 9 points and 3 rebounds, which is not the typical numbers that you'll expect to see from him, considering the fact that he's been putting up double digits since the start of preseason. We also see Brennan Watkins leading second in scoring, putting up 8 points and a single block and assist. The Bison's men's basketball team will return home to host Minnesota Crookston on Thursday at 7 p.m. So a few days ago, we recently seen the first snowfall of the winter, so that means Fargo is only going to get colder from here on out. Here's Henry with our weekly forecast so we can know what to expect.
Thank you so much, Shania. Right now, it is going to get cold and is going to keep getting colder throughout this Thanksgiving week. So be careful on the roads, everyone. 21-11 with mostly cloudy skies for this Monday night. Precipitation at 10%, humidity at 77%, wind at 16 miles an hour. Now, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, 17, 22, and 17, barely getting any warmer than that. 14, 14, and 3 for our lows. And Thanksgiving, seeing that 17 and 3. It's going to be a cold one, NDSU. Thankfully, all of this week, we have mostly cloudy skies. 9, 9, 14, 1, -2. We're seeing the first negatives of this school year, and 7 for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Moving to our national forecast for today, as you can see here, a lot of cold spots in our country. A lot of the country is getting colder, getting all the way down to around the St. Louis area. And up into this part of the country and this part of the country, very cold. which is going to get even colder when more cold air from the north comes in on Thanksgiving. Now, this is our Thanksgiving map. As you can see here, we're getting that purple zone, the 0 to 10s up here in North Dakota, Minnesota, and parts of Montana. And as you can see here, the temperature continues to drop nationwide. Which makes me a little concerned about driving, as do many of you, traveling home on this Thanksgiving break. You know, it just snowed a few days ago, and people are going to be a little concerned about driving, and this is a good guide of winter driving tips. Just generally traveling home, you don't know what the road conditions are going to be like, so the general consensus is drive slowly with cruise control turned off. When you're brake and accelerate gently, and approach turns slowly, and buckle up every rider every single time. Increase your following distance to allow plenty of time to stop for vehicle ahead to avoid crashes. Use extra caution on bridges, ramps, and overpasses because those are places where black ice tends to form. And make sure headlights are on when, so you're visible to drivers when driving at night. Well, that's all I have, and let's go back to you, Shania, in the studio.
Yes, Henry, thank you so much for that wonderful advice to keep us safe this winter. And we also want to thank you guys for tuning in for another broadcast this week. My name is Shania, signing off from Bison Information Network. Have a great week and happy holidays.